Hey guys, Jake from Evolving Daily, and I don't know if you realize how fancy this is, but I've like set up lighting and shit. Like, I can't see a damn thing right now, but may make the video slightly better. Today's video is going to be off schedule, which there's still a video coming frequently, but not on schedule of what it's supposed to be. Prepping. Before everybody that's just a gun guy, like I just want to be able to kill dudes with my Jam Master Blackhawk edition. Like, if you carry a gun, you're a prepper. If you have more fuel in your car than you're going to use for your next trip, you're a prepper. Like, you prepare for things. That's why you're carrying your gun. You're preparing in case, God forbid, the worst happens and you need to do things with it. I would say you are highly more likely to use a 5-gallon jug of water than you are your gun in the next year, 5 years, decade, whatever. So we're going to get into some prepping videos. I think as a grown adult, you need to be doing it. The more remote you live, you need to be doing it. Really, anywhere you live. Think about when's the last time that the power went off. Pretty sure everybody watching has had the power go out for at least 12 hours. I'd almost guarantee that. But some of the stuff is going to be super simple. Like, I think I've already done a blackout bag video, which more than likely needs to be updated. So all the videos that I've made, a lot of them are dog shit, and the whole, like, the title of this channel for a reason is Evolving Daily. So there are a bunch of medical bags that I've made in the past. I'm not saying those bags won't work for you, but I need to remake a lot of those because things have evolved. I've changed the way I think about certain things. Some things are unnecessary. Some things I need double that in there, and blah, 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 blah. But if you're new to the channel, go back and watch some of those videos. Some of it's going to be super simple, like keeping some extra fuel around for your vehicle, because we had a localized disaster that affected probably half of our state, but it was spotty. And because I was working on the ambulance then, I got to see how bad it was around the region and how bad it was for a long time. Some people were without power for, I almost said 4 weeks, a month. They were without power for 1 month. Some people were beginning to lose their minds after 2 or 3 weeks without power, and they could literally drive 1 hour and they, it did not happen at all there. But you need to be ready for stuff like that. Yeah, you're probably not going to have a 4-week power outage in the next year. Probably not going to happen. But would it be worth spending a few $100 across the span of maybe the next year you spend? And okay, so a lot of people think prepping is super ridiculous, crazy expensive. Just like with anything that's important, most of it is here-ish. But you can do it cheap. I was making just over minimum wage working on an ambulance, and I put back quite a bit of stuff. Food, yes. Food is less important than what a lot of people make it out to be. Most people, anytime they're talking about prepping, they've got this wall of MREs. Don't buy a bunch of MREs. It's okay. We'll get into stuff like that, but don't rush out and buy anything just yet. If you do, get water and ways to make electricity, generator, battery banks, stuff like that. I can't even think of what I was talking about before the thing happened. Yeah, but like, I made almost no money and put back food, water, which is easy to put back. Of course, guns and ammos. because what if the zombies? But yeah, there's going to be some prepping videos, and if you're watching this video, just so it's not like me saying, hey, we're going to do other things, but I'm not going to do anything right now. Get some damn water and a crank radio. We'll express it. We'll get into it more in depth here real soon, like. But yeah, water, fuel, those things are nice to have around, and they're cheap. Yeah, I know gas is what right now local $2.50 to $3. It's gas. I mean, it costs money. Keep a 5-gallon can in your garage, sealed up as tight as you can get it. Go to Walmart and buy an Aquatainer, which Walmart actually has some legitimate prepping supplies. Get a 5-gallon can of gas, get a few Aquatainers, and get a battery bank to charge your phone so you can make calls, even though the network is either going to be down or overloaded. And that's not some crazy, well, the robot aliens from outside space. It's just, anytime there's a disaster, people get on their phone to call and check on loved ones, and it's not uncommon to overload the network. Yeah, we're going to start doing prepping videos, and if you don't like it, then watch them and tell me I'm an idiot. But it's not an uncommon thing, and should have led probably with this, or at least had it earlier in the video. Depending on where you live, you may have to go back one more generation, but my grandparents were 100% preppers, and that was just normal. Like, if you live in the South or in a rural area, your grandparents had all kind of food stored around the house. Yeah, a lot of it was because they gardened, because that's just what you did. But in addition to the food that came from that year's garden, there was also food from last year's garden in there. And those things would be rotated through. Yeah, they weren't as good as the the stuff that was fresh picked or the stuff that was canned that year. But they put back food because, what if we don't get a good harvest? And I'm not harvest as in like they had this 10-acre vegetable garden. They're just like enough for us and a little bit extra, and they would put back some of it. They stored money. Like a lot of your grandparents or great-grandparents, anybody who lived through the Depression, I'm here to tell you, a pretty good chance they were a prepper. Because they would keep money around. Hard monies, too. Which, inflation, da-da-da-da-da. Hard money was more common back then. But anyhow, your grandparents or great-grandparents prepped. I'm here to tell you. Rainy day funds. That's what a rainy day fund is. When shit goes sour, and it doesn't have to be the zombie apocalypse or the Democrats coming for our guns or anything outlandish. You could get hurt, not at work tomorrow, and a byproduct of that is you losing your job. Anything could happen. There was something I was going to tell. Oh, so we're 8 minutes in. It's only like those 12 hardcore people that comment every time. It's late, I'm getting tired. I'm thinking about making a different YouTube channel for the non-gun stuff, like the tiny house stuff. Thinking about making a different channel for that and other non-gun related topics, because eventually this channel is going to get the axe. I'm way too small to be on anybody's radar right now, but eventually they're going to dwindle it down to where anybody that talks about guns is pretty much done. And there was something I was going to ask you, the peoples here, about pertaining to that. T-shirts, stickers, patches, hats, they're all in the works. The one thing that's probably going to be around of like stickers, like vinyl, El Cheapo, single color stickers. Just because Like, I put X amount of dollars into that, sell it for maybe a little bit more than what I put in to be able to afford the next step. Like, obviously, hats are like, what, 20, 30 bucks a piece if you buy them from someone with their logo. Well, I'm not fixing to buy 200 hats and then 7 people buy them and be shit out of X amount of dollars. I'm not a mathematist this evening, but I could spend 100 bucks on a whole shitload of cheap vinyl stickers or decals. And if I'm out 100 bucks, I'm out 100 bucks. But basically, stickers, then probably patches, then maybe t-shirticles, and then that's if everything works. And like 18 people said they wanted something, that means that like 4 of those people will buy stuff, so let's see how that shit goes. I'm tired, driving back to work. Enjoying how Walmart dicked up this haircut and beard shaping. Old girl wanted to get down in here and do something with this. I'm gonna smack her in the mouth. We're gonna start prepping. I did it on damn near minimum wage, and you're gonna do it. Yerd. Be prepared to thrive while others survive. Thanks.